Hey everybody, long time no see. So before we get into today's cooking video, just wanted to let you know that I appreciate your patience since I know there wasn't one last week. And I want you to know that depression and anxiety and stress and multiple other things are a huge factor in mine and a lot of other people's lives. And although I'm going through a lot right now, I just want you to know that I'm fighting. I'm going to keep trying. And what happens, happens. What comes, comes. And I hope you can continue to follow me on my journey. So on we go. Our next cooking video will be Mexican style rice and beans. All right, so this is what you're gonna need. 1 small can of diced tomatoes with green chilies, 1 can of black beans, about a half a cup of diced onions, 1 cup of rice. This is just gonna be quick and easy kind of thing, and it's the same price as long grain, so I just happen to have short grain rice, and that's what I'm using. Then I have just a tad over 2 cups of water. We have a can of sweet corn. I have about a quarter cup of adobo sauce. And then I have 5 chipotle peppers that were originally in the adobo sauce, but we're going to dice them up and mix them with the onions. Then we also have our butter. There's about a teaspoon and a half there of butter. So you're also going to add chili powder, ground paprika, cayenne pepper, and ground turmeric. Sorry about this, but my camera decided to switch events and it was on when it should have been off. So you're going to need 2 pans, 1 for the beans and 1 for the rice. You're going to put the rice in cold water, bring it to a boil, then cover it and turn it down to a simmer for about 20 minutes. Alright, so while the rice is getting ready to boil and all that, we're going to chop up these chipotle peppers. We're going to leave the seeds and everything. Super easy. Alright, that's it for that. See how easy that was? Took no time at all. So now you can see the water is boiling, and we're going to cover it, turn it down to a simmer, and let it simmer for 20 minutes. Sound good? Okay, so for the beans, we are going to put that butter into a pan, your bean pan, turn the heat on. I'd say maybe a medium-high heat. Once that's melted, we're going to add the onions and the chopped up chipotle peppers. Alright, so we're going to add the onions. Make sure we get them all in there. Give that a quick stir. Alright. Then we are going to add some of our herbs. I mean spices. So we got the turmeric first. Literally just sprinkles of this stuff, because that adobo sauce is going to kick in real nice. Then we got the paprika. We've got the cayenne. I like things spicy. Then we've got a little bit of the chili powder. Just a little. You don't need much. Okay, so we got that. And we're going to give that a good stir all together. Make sure all the onions are covered, because what don't we want? We don't want no naked onions. Good, good, good. Alright, now comes the chipotle peppers. And I'm doing seeds and all. And again, we're going to give that all good mix. And now you're going to turn the heat on low. So I have drained our diced tomatoes and green chilies. We're going to add those. I drained our black beans, and we're going to add those. And I drained the corn, and we're going to add that. Boom, boom. Oh my goodness, I should have picked a bigger pan. Again, so this is actually going to feed at least 4 people, alright? You have a nice side of bread or naan or some tortillas, anything like that, okay? Alright, now that this is on low, we are going to let it simmer along with the rice. So the rice is done, the beans and corn and all that is done. Now is the super fun part. We have a large pan here, okay? And we're going to mix everything. So you're going to add your beans and corn and all that good stuff. Okay. And all the onions. Oh my god, it smells so good already. Ah! Alright. And then we're going to add our rice. Now, I don't like real firm rice. So if you want to cook it a little less than 10 or 20 minutes, that's fine. But I like mine fairly soft. Alright, so now we're just going to mix this in. Don't worry, I haven't forgot about the adobo sauce yet. That's coming. That's coming. Look at the colors in this. Isn't it beautiful? Alright, and here's where that adobo sauce comes in. Oh, this is going to give it some real kick. Smoky flavors. Some fiery textures. Oops, I missed a pepper. Well, you know what? That's alright. Then we're going to mix this in with everything. Like I said at the beginning of the video, depression and anxiety, a lot of people have it. And if you happen to know someone who suffers from it, check in on them once in a while. They'll appreciate it more than you could possibly know. Alright. There you have it. It is done. Tell me that wasn't easy. You know? Really. Tell me that wasn't easy. So, like I said, enjoy this with some tortillas or some bread or some naan or pita, whatever you want. And enjoy. I really hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you try making it yourself, and let me know in the comments how it is. And don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you next week. So good. Oh my god. Let's get this in my tummy. Gonna heat it up. That is so good. And spicy. If you can't handle heat, don't add the adobo sauce. Instead of adding the adobo sauce, add some like tomato sauce, or don't drain the diced tomatoes and green peppers and just add the entire can in with the juice. Alright? There you have it.